Friends, miners, crafters, lend me your ender pearls. It is I, Ilhamur, bringing you another villager-friendly chapter of Minecraft Bedrock goodness. And today we're cooking meat. You see, we got the meat on the barbecue, but that's not all we're doing. We're heading up. We're going to finish off this village today. This is going to be really the final big piece. We may well come back here from time to time and change things up a bit, but it's time to get rid of this torch spam, and it's time to put something up here. We've been planning this for quite a long time, and I'm just going to start laying it out here. What this is the villager hall, or the village elders hall, and it's going to have a lovely view of the whole village, and it's going to be pretty big, and it's going to really be in the same style as we've seen before, pretty circular, pretty modular, with the stone base and the wooden roofs. But it's going to look great. It's going to look lovely, and you're going to see how it turns out. I spent quite a long time in the creative world coming up with this design. I went through I don't know, 3 or 4 different designs before getting close to something that I was happy with. And actually, when I'm building, I like to have a design in mind, but I don't have the design in front of me. I don't try and keep it exactly to that, because I also like having the creative process. So what I really want is for this to be centered on this plateau. So I'm just going to count out here and then put in a foundation, and you can see what it looks like in a moment. So there we have it. I've laid out the center point, and it's surrounded there by 4 blocks to show where I want the centerpiece of this. What are we going to call it? Hall. Yeah, we're going to call it a hall. And then in the middle there's going to be a campfire, and that's going to be surrounded by stone. So again, it's the same sort of idea that we've had for the rest of the house in the village, just taken to the next level. I've just started here building out the kind of the central section. It's going to be made up of 3 sections, a big center section, and then 2 wings off to the side. And I say that like it's really grand, and you know, it's going to be this amazingly big thing. This is a caveman village, people. They don't really have, they've spent a lot of time on this, they've spent a lot of work on this, but they don't have a lot of building expertise, shall we say. So it's going to still be quite rough, quite basic, but with some nice touches in the middle. Alright guys, there's our centerpiece where the fire's going to go, and I'm just putting in some flooring, and as you can see, it's underheated flooring, underlit flooring, so there's going to be plenty of light in here, and it will keep the villagers' toes nice and toasty. But while I put in this oak floor, and I really like the way that this oak is offsetting the cobblestone, you'll notice that I'm building a lot with cobblestone. That's going to make some people crazy, they're going to hate it, but you know what? Cobblestone works for a caveman village. It's the right thing. In our next seasons, when we evolve a little bit, we'll stop working with cobblestone so much, and we'll have another palette. But really, it's working well, I think, for this particular build. And I feel like we've had enough time with more advanced building blocks and more advanced textures that we can go back now to cobblestone for a bit and just enjoy it for its basic simplicity. Anyway, I was talking a little bit before about, you know, the traditional elders and then the progressives on the other side, and I just thought I'd ask you, you know, put it in the comments, put it in the yeah, just write it in the comments. What do you think? You know, is it better to be traditional and stay with the old ways, or is it better to progress and you know, try new things? Or you know, maybe a mix. So go ahead, put it in the comments if you've got a fun story to tell, or you know, maybe a warning about something you've lived or one of your experiences. You know, put it in there. It would be great to learn from you. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that and how that affects your view of this village and these villagers. Okay, welcome back. You can see we've got the floor in, and we've started putting these pillars around, and there's going to be lots of openings for windows there. Still caveman village, so no glass, but it's time to start work on the roof. Alright, I'm starting to build the roof out all the way around. You can see we've just started putting blocks in, and the pillars now in the center are 3 high, apart from over there where I used to jump up. But so it's not a mistake, I've just left it so that I can jump up when I fall down. And yeah, I'm thinking that there's going to be some stairs. So this is a stair actually, it's not a full block, and I've probably done those in the wrong spot, so just need to push those back a little bit, give it some definition. And as loads of Minecrafters have said over the years, there's connected textures where you have one block right next to another with no offset. Just doesn't look that good usually, so trying to offset these a little bit to give the textures some difference and contrast them against each other. Alright, there we are. I've started, put kind of a line of this dark oak all the way around, and yeah, I like the way it's contrasting with the oak and the trim. So loads of slabs going in here. This is not meant to be anything too fancy, but it's going to look great at the end. So using my little step up there, and yeah, working my way around, just building up slowly as we go. And there we go, just finishing off now with some stair blocks, and leaving the hole for the chimney, so going to get rid of that. And there we are, and look at that, just perfect. Need just 2 more stair blocks, one there and one there. No, not there. I was so close, so close. One there, and there's my hole for the chimney, so drop down here. That's where our fire is going to go. You can see I've built myself a little stairway there, which we can get rid of now, don't need that. And yeah, the roof's looking pretty good. These are my helper blocks, so just get rid of those, don't need those. Wow, perfect, my axe ran out just at the right time. And you can see I've worked here on this kind of seating area. It's a stone seating area, and then the blocks hold up the roof there. Still haven't done the full oak trim on the right hand side, but yeah, overall the structure is really coming together nicely, and it's just getting ready for the detail really. It's the shell of the place right now, and we'll start filling in some details. And we have to think about, right, what would these villagers do here? What do we need? We obviously need a lot of space, but what else do we need to make it feel like it's part of this village? And if you guys have any ideas, just let me know and I'll put them in afterwards. Obviously I can't do it in this video because you're watching this video, but yeah. Well guys, we are taking a bit of a break from building the village hall, and I'm just going to let you in on something that we're going to do for the end of the season, because we're right at the end now, and I want to finish with a bang. As you know, we've been walking around with iron armor. Even though we've got diamonds, we haven't put it on because we're a caveman, and so we've been working with mainly stone tools, maybe some iron tools every so often, but then iron armor. And the reason is that I really want to go out with a bang on this one. And you remember we had the remains of the dragon in the last episode, which brought life to this village, and we were saying that there was going to be another dragon, and maybe it would be the Ender Dragon. Well, all season long I've been collecting Ender Pearls in order to be able to find the end portal and defeat the Ender Dragon at the end of this season, because the Ender Dragon is threatening the village, and we need to declare ourselves as the hero of the village, defeat the Ender Dragon, and bring peace and prosperity to our village, save them. And so yes, so over the course of the season I've been collecting all the Ender Pearls that I can, and you can see in my hotbar there I've got 12 of them now, which is how much you need to open the end portal. And then I went on the wiki there, and I realized, you need Eyes of Ender. And I went and I looked, and I had no blaze rods. So I'm in the Nether, and I'm looking for blazes, and you know what? The Nether is empty. And I have found the spawner, and I have killed a blaze, and you can see I've got a blaze rod. Just thinking about this, would I get more blazes if I open this up? But actually I'm just more likely to fall off the edge is what's going to happen. So we'll just be patient, and we'll wait for these blazes, and then try and kill as many as we can. Do I have to be further away? That's what I'm thinking. Is there a distance away that I have to be from this? Alright, we're back in the overworld. As you can see, we did manage to get the 12 Eyes of Ender. We're back on Marge the horse, and what we're doing is we're trying to find 0, 0. This is where we spawned. This is where we first died. Don't know if you remember that, but we did, and it was embarrassing. I've died maybe 3 times this whole season, to be honest. It's been pretty good. Anyway, gonna find 0, 0. And very important that we get the coordinates right, because what we're going to do is we're going to triangulate where the unfortunately 0, 0 is in the water, and I don't know if I can throw an Eye of Ender from the water, so just going to have to go out a little bit from here. Marge the horse is running off. I hope I can find her afterwards, because she's fantastic. Alright, so this is right around 0, 0 here. What we're going to do, we're going to throw the Eye of Ender, and it will go directly towards the portal, and there it is. I wonder if it's back at our village. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And down it falls. Now, it didn't fall straight, so it fell a bit up to the right. So now I'm going to go from 0, 0, and I'm going to go just a bit to the right here. I reckon it was about here, so -8, -5. And so that is the vector, or the line, that we would need to follow to get to the end portal. But how far would we need to go? We don't know, and it would be quite hard to follow this line, maybe. So to triangulate, you need 2 different lines. You need this line here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go 500 blocks in this direction, which I'm going to say is north. Yeah, according to my map it's north anyway. And yeah, 500 blocks, and then just do that again, and then we're going to do some clever math, and we're going to try and figure out where this end portal might be. Well, here we are. I've come about 500 blocks, and again with the water, but I think I can probably throw it from here. So we get to 0, -500, and throw this up in the air, and away it goes. So over there, keep track of where it... Oh no! Oh, it disappeared. That's so frustrating, because now I've got to hope that there's an Eye of Ender already in the portal, and that's not a lock, that's not for sure, so just hopefully. Anyway, right now, -14, -505, and now I'm going to go and get a spreadsheet and do some clever math. Are you ready for this? Okay, you didn't expect to see or get a math lesson in Minecraft, did you? But here we go. So we've got our coordinates 0, 0 to -8, -5, like we had at the beginning, and then 0, -500 to -14, -505, and those actually describe 2 lines which will intersect here, and these 2 formulas tell us the intercept point where these 2 lines would cross if we drew them on the map. So it's about -1866 and -1166. And so around there should be a village that we can find with a portal. So let's hop on Marge and let's go. Alright, and away we go. And I do feel obliged to tell you that I've been lying to you. This horse is not Marge. It's okay, Marge is fine, she's back in the village. But actually this horse, I found this horse a little while... Ooh, an Enderman. I found this horse a little while ago, and it looks exactly like Marge, but it's even faster. So while I attack this Enderman and try and replace that Ender Pearl that I lost, I will tell you that that horse's name is Autumn, and my... Oh, hello, oh goodness. So, and no Ender Pearl. Ah, that's frustrating. Autumn, where are you? Lots of zombies over there. Now Autumn is faster than Marge, and she can actually jump higher as well, but she has less health. So yeah, Autumn's great, but Marge is also great. Why would we compare? No need to compare. Comparisons are odious. Check out how fast this horse is. Essentially, the Enderman can't catch me. So I just joust with the Enderman. There you go. There he is. Die. And check that out, I'm jousting with the Enderman. And yeah, oh, I actually did manage to get me quite a lot. I think I'm going to die. If I die out here, that is terrible, because I am a lot of blocks away from my bed. So come on, Autumn, help me out here. Don't, see? Autumn's awesome. Awesome autumn. Anyway, enough wasted time. Off to the portal. Okay, another night passed, and I am drawing close to the spot. But I thought there was meant to be a village if there's a portal. I thought there was meant to be a village above it. And as you can see, distinct lack of village. There's a chicken, but a chicken doesn't make a village. And so, is our math wrong? I mean, it's not very precise because of the way the ender pearl moves around, especially because we lost that one. So maybe if I have just a quick look around, I'll find a village, hopefully. Maybe it's in the forest, it's hidden. Alright, let me have a quick look around. And what do we have here? About 100 blocks away from where we thought it should be, which isn't that bad, to be honest. Yeah, we got a village with sheep and foxes all trapped in pens, and yeah, so it looks like I just need to look around and see if we can find our way into a mine shaft and explore. And I think the portal is here somewhere. I'm feeling good about this, so join you in a moment. Well, my friends, I have been busy, and you'll see I've built myself a portal, and I have, oh, I thought that they couldn't spawn if they were lit up, but I have, come on guy, I have found the end portal, and it did indeed have one ender eye in there already, which is great news for us. And yep, got this portal here which I've built for quick travel, because it took quite a long time to get here. And then I've built a staircase up to the surface, again for quick travel. So yeah, this is exciting. This is where we will be, and I'm going to go back to the village now. Alright, we are back, and just starting to put in some details now. You can see we've got some barrels and some crafting tables in the corners. We've got furnaces and smokers and things, and now we're just going to put in a few final details to make this really come alive. And yeah, you can see in my hotbar there we've got some campfires. Just need to sleep through the night, and I'm going to put campfire in there, campfire in there, so we're going to have 3 of them. And then we're going to put these composters over the campfires on either side, and so it's like they're burning incense or something for a wonderful smelling place. But yeah, I thought that looked pretty good. Here's something that I've been thinking of from the beginning, and kind of excited about how this will look. Just going to throw a few statues down here, not statues, armor stands, and throw those in. And yeah, looking pretty good. Just set them up to yeah, that's probably the one we want to use. And same for you. So yeah, now from the outside you can kind of see them, see their little heads, and they're defending our entrance. I thought long and hard over how to, what doorway banner to put here, and I have decided that it's going to be the pillager flag for now. I think that just fits with the village theme. You can see that we've gotten rid of all the torches and put all those underground, and we've mixed up the textures of the hall. So yeah, it looks much more natural now. We've kind of made the roof a little bit rougher, added some different wood textures in there, just to, you know, make it look like it's a little bit eroded. I might have done a little bit too much, I'm not sure, but I still like it. It looks like it's part of the landscape now, and I probably need to do a little bit with the landscape. For now, actually, I really like how that looks by itself as a structure. I really like how that looks. Might need to do a little bit with it in the future, I'm thinking, but for now that's looking pretty great. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, our village is close to finish. Let's have a let's go find a good viewpoint and have a look at it. One of the great viewpoints is right in the village itself. It looks so good with all the villagers walking around, and I spend a lot of my time actually saving these guys from various stuck spots, but yeah, I'm loving how the villagers come alive with the villagers in there. Let's go see Bob, our first villager. You see he's working his workstation. We've got the pathways that we first started with. That was what we had right at the beginning. We've got multiple villagers now working away. We've got Bob up to a master butcher. So yeah, how you doing, Bob? Are you loving the village? Are you loving the village? Let's get together. And I'm really bad at walking around, but let's have a selfie, Bob. No, don't be like that. Let's have a selfie. Yeah. Look at well, Bob didn't want to have a selfie with us, so I'm climbing up here to take a look at the village. And this is the village that the dragon is threatening. And even though we've got that gigantic palisade all the way around, even though we've got all the defenses, the village elders have met in their new village hall, and they've said we need to send someone to save this beautiful village from the threat of the dragon, the Ender Dragon. And I'll give you one guess as to who has stepped up to the call. It wasn't Bob, it wasn't any of those guys down there, I'll tell you that. It was me. It was Ilhamur. And so our next episode to finish off this season, to finish off this village, is going to be taking on the Ender Dragon with just Stone Age tools and iron armor. So that will be interesting. There's our cleric. He's the one who with his newfangled potions and everything has woken the wrath of the dragon, and so we're gonna have to save their hides. But yeah, look at how great this has turned out. I'm so pleased with it all. And yeah, if you liked it, please do leave a like. This is the end of another chapter, really the end of building chapters for this season of Minecraft Bedrock Goodness. If you liked it, leave a like. Subscribe to never miss a chapter. You definitely don't want to miss the next one, because we're taking on the Ender Dragon, and you know, it supports my channel. And if we get enough support, we will do another season where we will evolve, and we'll start using different build palettes. We'll start doing more farms and more interesting builds. We'll actually go a bit bigger than what we've done here. But until the next chapter, this was Ilhamur.